Bonjour, Tanuki friends. Welcome back on my channel. I could not help with doing a little video on the new Netflix trending show, Emily in Paris. Mostly because, as some of you know, I am half French and I also lived in Paris for 5 years. So I thought, why not, commenting on some of these things and get some facts straight. So bear with me. I have my little notes here so I don't forget anything. First, I need to say though, I love the show. I think it's fun, it's fresh, it's really easy to watch, and I've watched 5 episodes so far. So this is where I'm at, okay? So first of all, you know how Emily sees everything like super romantic and like this very romanticized version of Paris, I would say. Well, every tourist or anybody who just moved to Paris for the first time and from the countryside, for example, we all get it. Like, it is magical, it's breathtaking at first, but that romanticized version really only lasts about a month. Then you start living your life and getting to know Paris better and all the crazy and fun and beautiful and not so beautiful things about it. So I guess that's true for everywhere. But, every couple is not kissing on the bridge by sunset, or you don't necessarily always have time to stroll Paris by night or visit a new gallery when you're like busy trying to raise kids in the 5th floor with an apartment without an elevator, or you get your life going on. Like there's more to Paris than that, and people are usually more busy hitting the bistro at the end of the week with their friends for happy hour. So that's where you're at. Let's talk outfit. Emily obviously, has amazing outfits. She's in the marketing sector and needs to dress nice for her job. But let's be honest, nobody wears freaking stiletto heels in Paris. I mean, have you seen those pavement? Have you seen those cobblestone? Like, they were made for horses, for God's sake. Like, you can't wear that kind of heels in Paris. And you don't wear a crop top. Like, this is not California, okay? Maybe raincoats is more something you would be wearing. Like, picture more like, New York on a busy day. Like, people wearing, business attire or sort of more like dark-ish colors, not like super fancy pink and yellow and orange and all that kind of stuff. What am I missing here? So basically when you have to take the subway for like 30 plus minutes, like you don't necessarily dress up, and most people have to take the subway to go wherever they need to go. This brings to my next point, which is that, this TV show obviously shows you a very sophisticated, wealthy version of Paris, and therefore in many ways is kind of a limited view of Paris, right? Like, it's not what Paris really look like in its entirety. So, the old monuments obviously are amazing and always there and beautiful, and every quartier is very sympathique, has its own charm, but when Emily says at some point to her friend, she says, why Paris is constructed in a circle, like it was built in a circle instead of like squares like American city are. Well, what you really see in the show is this teeny little inner circle, right? And there's way more to it on the outskirts, like on the outer circles of Paris, Intramuros, than what you see in the show, really. Paris is it's more than just, a super handsome, up-and-coming chef who happens to live below your apartment. It's super diverse, it's super eclectic. There's people from every walks of life and ethnicities, like any big city. But for example, we have breakdancers training on the street. Like you go into 18th arrondissement, you smell spicy curry in the Indian district. There will be some roasted duck and pork hanging on the windows in Chinatown, or you'll find sort of a moms and pops version of a muffin couscous place in the northern part of Paris, where people from African descent live, right? So this is to say that Paris is really about its people. That's what its charm is also about, and therefore it's diversity, and it's not just jeune et jolie, like looks like a mid-20-year-old fancy girls just lands in Paris. But again, I may be wrong in that, but I doubt that in the show you'll ever see the homeless people begging for money at every corner of the street, or the smell of old pee in every subway station, the rats, or the dirty pigeon shitting on you. Although I have to say kudos to the fact that Emily stepped on shit, on dog poo, one of her first days. That's so true. Like there's dog poo everywhere, unfortunately, and we don't do a really good job, I guess, at cleaning after our pets. And they also make it a point that French people smoke a lot of cigarette, and that's actually 100% true. So wanted to get that in. And finally, people in Paris are definitely not the nicest or the most warm people in the world. I'll give you that. And they definitely have not much patience with people who are not native French speaker for some reason, God knows why. But they will warm up to you, like you see a little bit in the what's it called? In the TV show, right? And you can see some of that a little bit in what's that other movie? Julia, that cook, that amazing cook. I have the book. Give me a sec. Julia Child, of course. Julia Child. It's an amazing movie on Netflix about, Julia Child's life in Paris and how she learns how to cook French food. So watch that, and you can kind of see these interactions between people. What else? Oh yeah. People are not the nicest, but some people will go the extra mile for you. And one more thing, when we call somebody a friend, that means a big thing. Like it's not, sometimes in America, like you meet someone for 5 minutes and like, I'm my best friend. Like, no, we don't say that. Like we are cold until we get to know you better, and that we actually have a real friendship going on. So there's that. One more thing. It's croissant et bon appétit, and not croissant or bon appetit. There's not that extra syllable at the end. Okay, just stop it right before that. All right, so again, like I said, I've only watched 5 episodes, so if I missed anything, if I made a mistake, or if there's more to comment, there's probably gonna be a part 2 to this video. But merci beaucoup everyone for watching, and let me know what you think. Feel free to comment, and j'espère à bientôt, et merci encore, bisous bisous.